$512.50. Okay? So every time you increase your interest rate, you're earning an extra $512.50. Is that true? No, that's actually not true. It's close, but it actually goes up a little bit.
It's not linear because of plus one.
Because of the compounding, I would guess. It's compounded annually.
Yeah. It actually increases a little bit. So it shouldn't be a linear function.
But neither of those are linear because if you see that one curves just a tiny bit, and so does D.
Does B curve?
Yes.
You might have to be sitting back here to see that.
Does that curve?
Yeah, mine curves. I put a piece of paper up to it. It does very, very,
very, very little at the bottom. Towards the bottom of it curves.
Well, I think it's that one then, if it curves very slightly. Because we found like very slight differences. Is that wrong?
It wasn't on mine either. I don't know.
That was right on mine.
See, that was
The
right
one
on
with the
mine.
very slight curve?
Yeah.
So if it's not a fixed amount, then it shouldn't be linear. So I can rule out D, that's linear. I think it should be the slight curve. Yeah. It's a very slight curve. Now, C would be if you found a more pronounced difference. So if it went up at a faster rate.
C doesn't even go up all the way.
Yeah, C does, or D on mine doesn't go up all the way. Okay? Now, how much more money is earned at 10% versus 15%? So if I increase from 10% to 15%, I just need to figure out how much higher is the 15% amount versus the 10%. Mine is $562.50. And this is the one everybody that has never like bought a house or anything gets wrong.
Where is her button that lets you go up to the 4?
Y to the X. You do the number and then Y to the X. And then 4. Which one is more realistic, 10% or 15%? 10%. The lower interest rate is always more realistic. Honestly, 10% is not realistic in any universe. Maybe like 0.1%. Always choose the lower one for the more realistic interest rate. I see a lot of people get that one wrong just because they don't have any experience with money in the real world.
Question.
You haven't bought your own house or car or anything, people don't know what's realistic.
How did you get to C real quick again?
I subtracted the 15% value from the 10% value. Because mine said 10 and 15.
Okay. Mine is the original investment.
Okay.
That's how you did it.
Well, no, I took the S value for 15 minus the S value for 10. Alright guys, so we had 2 short assignments today. Hopefully you guys have gotten most of those done. There are 2 quizzes over these 2. The test you have until next Wednesday to do, but since you have some time now, with less homework this weekend, if you don't, there's no class on Thursday, so if you have time, you might want to go ahead and get that out of the way. So Thursday is a holiday. You guys enjoy it.
Now, is there going to be anything on the test that we would have to know Tuesday in order to take the test? Are you going to cover anything this next Tuesday on the test?
No. We've covered everything on the test.
Okay.
We've covered everything on the test. So if you guys want to go ahead and do the test, you're fine. I just gave you until Wednesday because it's a holiday weekend. I know some people are going to.
So does it have 8 and 9 homework on the test also? Or
It
just
has
6 and 7?
It is. Hold on, I don't know the numbers. The test would cover 6, 7, and 8. quadratic and piecewise.
See, I kind of thinking of looking for a quadratic.
Yeah, the 2 quadratics and then piecewise. So anything that says quadratic and piecewise.
When did you say that test will be due?
Next Wednesday. So,
By 11:59 p.m.
but if you can go ahead and do it now, go ahead and do it.
Quiz or test?
The quizzes and homework are still due Monday as usual. I just gave you 2 extra days on that. Second test.
Hey, I've got a question.
Second test.
On our first test,
What we've been talking about.
when do you go through and make adjustments?
I'm gonna try to do that this afternoon.
Oh, okay, so you do it separately right after.
Miss Birch, do you want this? Do you want that?
Yeah, if you guys are ready to go ahead and pass over your papers. Just pass them over and then have one person bring them to me if you can. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. If you're not staying.
Okay.
What's your name on it?
That's all right.
You're gonna need that table.
I know. I'll just copy the table from you. I called Sarah. Yep, thank you too. Have a safe holiday.
And for our test, do we give you, like, what we were doing while taking the test, to see if there's any extra points?
You can if you have it.
Or should we just have you
What about this one? Do I round this?
Either way, whatever works for you. Yeah, if you guys wrote down
That
any
will
notes
be
on the test, the
this
stuff
time
that you got wrong or what you think you did, I'll take it. If not, I'll just look at it. But some people do that, so if you have that, I'll take it. Just depends if you're a note taker or not. It's not required to get points.
We'll have a good one this year.
See you.
Michelle, you didn't sign that.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy firecrackers.
Mm-hmm.
Sign it.
We can test them early so you can wait.
Not tomorrow, not tomorrow. Oh, it's still recording.